police night as well, yes. Oh, yes. Well, what's heavy is a book, which is almost as good as gold.
Retains its value longer.
I don't know about that.
I want to thank you. Hello? I want to thank you for inviting me here to celebrate David Shtulman, whose friendship has meant so very, very much to me and to my university. I first met David Shtulman when I was working to create a Jewish Studies program at Eastern Michigan University. Becky Alexander, Jeff Bernstein, and I had tried a number of times to get this program off the ground, but we encountered nothing but resistance on campus. Our first meeting with David and the board of the Jewish Federation of Greater Ann Arbor proved to be a game changer. David saw potential at EMU. He saw something that no other director of the Jewish Federation of Greater Ann Arbor, or of Metro Detroit for that matter, had ever even imagined: an opportunity to create an entirely new site for Jewish life and culture in Washtenaw County. Eastern Michigan University is a school of opportunity. Many of our students are older. Some care for their own children, some care for parents. Almost all work. Almost all take loans. As each semester progresses, far too many of our students are forced to rely on Swoop's student pantry for food assistance. Of our 23,000 students, only about 1,000 are Jewish. We are easy to overlook. When David Shtulman asked his board to gaze towards Ypsilanti, he presided over one of Ann Arbor Federation's most remarkable acts of Tikkun Olam. It's puzzling to me how he could have been so remarkably prescient. But in just over 5 years, we have evolved into the EMU Center for Jewish Studies, changing the culture of the university, and maybe even the culture of Southeast Michigan in the process. Our success has certainly been tied to David's helping us find support and supporters. But he has been there with so much more. He mentored me, teaching me how to find grant opportunities, how to speak with donors. No small task, I'm a professor. How to be creative with programming. He negotiated with EMU's leadership, bringing them on board a project whose benefits they did not fully understand, but that he could explain with stunning clarity. He gave EMU Jewish Studies credibility. He found a place for Ann Arbor Federation at EMU, and he found a place for EMU at Ann Arbor Federation. We can really ask a little more of the Jewish Federation director than that he extend his community's best values to make a difference. We are all made better and just a little bit more joyous by David's having brought Jewish life to Eastern Michigan University. I regard him as a great teacher and a great friend. I cannot thank him enough. David, my brother, I do love you.
I just want to say I didn't see any of those things in EMU. I saw them all in Marty Shipman.
So now David, it's our turn.
I'm so excited.
We're not going to hug you.
My name is Prue Rosenthal, and I am the chair of the board of the JCC, And this is David Stone, who is the executive director of the JCC. And he is part of the reason why I love David Shtulman. First of all, I was the chair of the committee that hired David Shtulman. I was also the chair of the committee that hired you. But that's beside
Looking for David.
And David reminded me at some point, we were talking this spring, that we went out to lunch together. First of all, I was the very first person who met him, and Debbie. They stayed with us with time when they came. And so I got to know them quickly and well. And one of the things David asked me is, you know, how do we dress here? And I said, you know, if we go to a really fancy party, you can wear a jacket or a new fleece. That'll do. That was a good place for him. You're a tremendously kind person, David Shtulman. Sometimes you hide it under your very excellent sense of humor. But I've been witness to many times over the 9 years that I've known you, when you have reached out to somebody, whether you've known them well or not, when you've known they were in need, and it's, you know, these things always come back around in this community, and you've done that brilliantly. And I thank you on behalf of all of us. I thank you, and I'm sure Debbie too. Probably one of the kindest things he's done is be nice to Dave. And when Dave came, you know, he was a new kid on the block, and actually, before Dave came, I called Dave on the phone and said, Dave, we have a major financial problem. We do not know how much money we have in the bank. And that was true. So that's how this Dave arrived at the JCC. And that day, David said to him, I'll show you the ropes. I'll show you how it goes. Let me know how I can help you. Let me know when I can help you. I'll do everything I can. And there's nothing more wonderful than a person who helps his colleague. So we will miss you. Very, very much. I will.
Oh my God. I need a bigger car.
Hi, I'm Susan Fisher, and I too, and I'm currently the chair of the Board of Jewish Family Services, and I too was on the search committee that hired David, but I have another really great thing that happened because of that. I was the incumbent president of the Federation, so we both learned together. David was new to Ann Arbor, and I was new as chair of the board, and I was very, very nervous because I hadn't done anything like that before. I was fine in business, but I didn't know from, you know, these kinds of organizations where you have responsibility and no authority. David helped me out. I used to come home and tell my husband, who had to listen to it, that I had a very bloody tongue. But anyway, it was great working with David. We met pretty much at least every week, if not once, more than once. We talked about all sorts of things, including books. We are both mystery and thriller readers, and had this ongoing sharing of books. So it was really wonderful getting to know David, and I know I will miss him. The Jewish Family Services has been most appreciative of all the help and support that we've received from David. And if you'll indulge me, I would really like to read the resolution that our board passed at our last meeting, because I think it really sums up what David has meant to an organization which I truly love as much as I love Federation. David Shtulman, on his retirement after 9 years as Executive Director of the Jewish Federation of Greater Ann Arbor. Jewish Family Services of Washtenaw County extends its utmost gratitude to David Shtulman, who was a supportive partner, friend, and helpful collaborator in all programs, projects, services, and initiatives which supported positive contribution, compassion, and human decency to the Greater Ann Arbor community. David advocated for humanity and justice. He appreciated the value of diverse perspectives framed within our common principles and values as humans sharing this earth. He was an active booster of JFS's mission of creating solutions, promoting dignity, and inspiring humanity. For all his support, friendship, and partnership, we thank him profusely. We wish him well as he moves forward, and will always remember very fondly and with appreciation his community leadership. And for those of you who don't know, though I don't think there are many people in this room who don't, this is Anya Abramson, who is the CEO of Jewish Family Services.
I just will add a couple of words. When I met David 9.5 years ago, David told me it's not about numbers, it's not about, at the end of the day, it's not about programs, it's about relationships. It's about me as a person coming to this community and building relationships. You've done such a wonderful job. We'll miss you, we'll love you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Rosenberg, and I'm the head of school at Hebrew Day School. And on behalf of Hebrew Day School, we'd like to present you with this gift. It is a golden apple. Why a golden apple? We all know the saying, an apple for a teacher, and we want to recognize you as our teacher. Hebrew Day School is obviously an educational institution, and we're always thinking about what we're teaching and what we're learning. And there are two things that educators know for sure. Kids don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And we are what we do, not what we say we'll do. David, we know how much you care. You've shown it to us in everything you've done over these past 9 years. Over and over, in every context, with your dedication and your hard work, you have taught us with your words and your actions. You have modeled for us a commitment to the mission of Federation and to the Jewish people. One of the things I really like about this apple is that when you look at it, you can see your own reflection. The symbolism here is important. It's important that you see yourself as the teacher that you are, and all the good work that you have done is reflected back to you. Finally, why gold? But of course, to match your heart. Mazel tov, thank you. We wish you all the best in the next chapter. I don't have anything for you yet, but don't worry, we'll give it to you. Hi, my name is Jessica Gillespie. For those of you who don't know me, I've been within the JCC for the past 15 years in the Early Childhood Center, and most recently moved a little bit higher up on the ranks, and quite a bit of that is due to David. David decided that he really wanted, with his love of books, to see PJ Library expand and grow. And so he decided to hand it over to the JCC and see what they could do with it. And with that, I've taken over PJ Library and helped it to grow, all under the leadership of course, the JCC, but even though he kind of gave it to us, he still stuck around. He was a great guide. He was a fantastic mentor. And the words that I have about David, there's many. But I found out that other people have many more. And so my gift to David, thanks to my help from Federation and his wife Debbie, who hacked his phone, I created his own book.
And the cover of it looks like this, and it's called Dear David. Dear David is a book that is filled with letters from all sorts of people to you about what you have meant to them and how special you truly are. If you give me a minute, I just want to give a few lines out of a variety of letters. There's only a few, I swear. It's no wonder you found a career that's centered around talking to people. You created a kind culture, one of laughter and love in Ann Arbor. You always make me feel comfortable at the JCC and always make me smile. You believe passionately in Federation's mission. I appreciated your sense of humor, corny at times. What's that? Thank you. Oh, you will, don't worry. Thank you for all of the tireless and thankless work you've done. Your determination to reach out to all in the community has made an impact on all of us. He cares about people, their lives, and makes the decision based on the morally right thing to do. I think my personal favorite out of context would be, I can't adequately put into words what you have done for the community and to me. I have so much love, respect. The words that come out, you give great hugs, you're warm, you're friendly, you're approachable, and you have touched so many people. And I'm going to ask something of all of you at this time. If David has touched you in some way or another, if he has been your teacher, your mentor, can you please stand up? Thank you, David, for everything you have given to Federation.